All right, party people, we're bringing Dabby Longlegs on. Let's go. So fucking excited. I've been waiting for this for way too long, and this is going to be amazing. It's just going to be a fun intro of just like sex conversation, sexuality, all kinds of awesome shenanigans, and just kind of go from there. Honestly, just want to appreciate you guys all for hopping on, following, definitely sharing. This is definitely a huge passion of mine. I know with Dabby Longlegs, with the things that they're actually doing, it's huge for them as well too. So I'm excited for you guys to meet Dabby Longlegs because I remember seeing them on Instagram and immediately just was like, have to start doing the Instagram live so that I can get Dabby Longlegs on. And ta-da, voila. So we're going to wait until Dabby Longlegs comes on. But just so you guys know, if there is any questions or anything at any certain time, you can definitely just like ask. That's literally what we're on here for as well too. No need to be shy over here. Anything that is extremely weird, it is not weird, trust me. I've already probably thought that twice already. So I'm super excited. Just waiting for my lovely Dabby Longlegs. I should have a beer in my hand. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me one stinky second. Alrighty. We're gonna go with Wild Little Fang, because that is exactly what the fuck I am. Let's see, view request. Perfect. My love is on. Party people! So excited. Welcome. Beauty! Yay!
Yay!
Oh my goodness. Okay, give me a second. Let me change it so that it's, okay, perfect. Because I'm like, you were just sideways just not too long ago. Oh my goodness. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining finally. I was just like, oh my God. I just kept telling like my sisters and everything. I was just like, I cannot wait to get Dabby on here. This is going to be amazing.
I'm so excited. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, seeing your Instagram instantly like felt, I was just like, yes, falling forward is like the best. I just love just like how you just kind of like present yourself to the world and just all the shenanigans. Definitely love.
Thank you so much. I love what you're doing too. So
thank you so much. But just let's do like a fun little intro. My name is Clitorally Chris. Yours truly. I am a personal sex toy consultant. So I help men, women, non-binary, aliens, dogs, pups. You know who you are, party people. Exactly. See, there you go. Yes. Love that. And just kind of, you know, I just, it's a huge passion of mine. I'm absolutely in love with just helping people figure out how to pleasure themselves, how to pleasure others, and then, you know, just vice versa, just kind of like go from there. So, and like just getting the niche on that. My pronouns also are she, her, queen, and goddess.
Goddess. We love that. I love that we both have punny names too.
Punny?
Yeah, literally.
You already know. Okay. Yes. I actually thought of that name. Okay, long drawn story about me. I used to be in the chef industry, and I remember just like being back there and just being a part of the guys, because you're honestly in a man's world. Like when you're back there, you're just like, okay, whatever. And then they're looking at you, just like, oh, what is this little thing, cute little thing doing in here? I deserve to be in here just as much as you do. And then what was it? During that time, I ended up thinking of like, because when I would talk about sex,
yeah,
I love talking about sex. I fucking love it.
Yes, same.
And that was always my thing where, like, I would be like, should I ask that question? Like, I just want to know, like, do you like your butthole being tickled? Like, do you like your nipples being pinched? Like, those are the questions that go on in my fucking head. I'm just like, what do you like? Like, I'm just interested. It's not like because I want to fuck you. I just want to know, like, what you're into and everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, these are the conversation topics. Oh yeah, I have to introduce myself too. I'm Dabby Longlegs. Hello, greetings. I am a gender chaotic, non-binary gender fluid Valian.
Yo, you
And my pronouns are they, them. And yeah, I'm like a chaotic, multidisciplinary artist that just likes wearing many hats and doing a little bit of everything. And sex positivity is definitely like very important to me. Hello, Crispy Chicken.
Hello, crispy chicken. I love it. I love it. But what was it? Oh, also for anyone who's on, just so you guys know, this is a total open discussion, raw, real, just the way I fucking love it. And if there's any questions that you guys have for us at any point in time, literally just spit it out. Nothing's weird. Nothing's out of the ordinary. Like I've said already before in my life. I've already thought what you thought twice, so just ask it. It's okay. But is there any questions that you have for me, Mila?
As of right, I mean, like, I'm just excited to chat with you about, like, anything. So, like, I mean, like, I saw your page and stuff, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is, like, someone that, like, I want to hang out with and talk with. And I love that you also respect me.
Okay, you're a dancer. I've seen your videos. I'm like,
yes,
yes. You get down. Like, I'm like, oh, that's
Thank you.
Hot. I'm like, oh, you get it, okay? You like, I was like, in my house, I'm just like snapping my fingers like, this is the one right here.
Thank you.
How did you get into that? Like, what got you into like, just kind of like just doing something like that?
Yeah,
and how did you get into that? Because I'm curious now. Because I'm like,
For real though, I do offer lessons. So if anybody watching is curious, I offer private lessons. So I have been dancing since I was a kid. Yeah. I've been dancing since I was a kid, and like, you know, I took like tap and jazz and ballet. And then when I was in high school, I watched a lot of America's Next Top Model. And there was an episode where they had Dita Von Teese as a guest. And they were like, Dita Von Teese, the burlesque extraordinaire. And she was like teaching the women how to be like sexy using like different props. So like getting like a sunflower and like tracing it over yourself, or like getting like a fan and like, yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I grew up in like a super conservative Christian, like super repressed, like shame-filled kind of household. And so seeing a woman like that, like talking so nonchalantly about the body and about carrying yourself in like a sensual way, I was just like, oh, you can do that? I want to fucking do that. Yes. And like, so I was like on high school and I was on Tumblr, and like there's like porn on Tumblr, but I was more into like the old like vintage erotica. Yeah, like back in the day, like Tumblr had porn and it was great for like specific genres, and then they banned it. But I was really into like these like vintage like erotica kind of images and stuff like that. And so that really like drew me to the whole like burlesque style, about how like it was more about like the strip tease. And so I just like, I knew that I wanted to do that. But then I was like, oh, I can't do that. Or like, I definitely can't tell, you know, a school counselor or my parents when they say like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A burlesque dancer, baby, let's go.
Right? Like, I want to put tassels on my chest and twirl them around. Like,
I go ass too. Twerk that booty. Twerk
that too. What's it called? Assholing.
I literally seen that actually. I seen it on Instagram. There was like two men, they had like tassels on their ass. They got nice juicy asses. I was like, damn, yes. And they're just like twerking, and you could see the tassels just going.
Yes. It's the best. And yeah, and then when I got to college, like I was very intrigued by all the like sexual entertainment. I was intrigued by strippers. I was intrigued by burlesque. I was intrigued by like drag, and I just didn't think I could like get into all of it. And so I first dipped my toes with drag. I was still in the closet, but I was like the overly enthusiastic like straight ally who like all the other queer people are like sus about. Like, I joined like I joined like the Rainbow Alliance, and they had
yes.
Yeah.
Rainbow Alliance on.
Right? I know, that sounds like a superhero, like.
I know, right? I was literally just thinking that. I'm like, man, the cape and everything, I see it. The vision is there.
Right? And so they would have like a faculty student drag show for their Pride Week. And so I started out doing drag shows with my professors. And then
what? That's fucking sick.
It was so much fun. Definitely a bonding experience.
Support system right there. It's like,
yeah.
With everything that you had already gone through, is like with the suppression of, you know, just not even being able to express yourself, and then like you have like these people over here that are just like, yes, let's do this.
Yeah, there's something about like going into your queer theory class and hearing like an elderly, like baby boomer age gay man be like, listen, we're going to be talking about cock sucking. So if you're not okay with that, you shouldn't be in our class. And I was like, yes, let's talk about cock sucking. I will get an A on this essay.
Awesome. I would fucking pay to be in that damn class just to fucking hear him just be like, yes, we're going to talk about dick sucking. And this is how you fucking do it.
But like the first day of class, he showed us a music video called Ice Cream Truck, which is really gay. And then he had us watch Madonna's.
I gotta write that down.
Yes, write it down.
I've not heard of that one.
Ice Cream Truck.
Okay, that's a good one on YouTube. Just find it on YouTube.
Yes. Hi, Kayla. It's so good to see you.
Aww. Welcome, wonderful souls. Welcome to the party.
Oh yeah, and then he had us watch Madonna's Justify My Love video.
Oh my.
And I'd never seen it before. And he was just like, look at her. Look at the way that she bites her finger when she leaves. She just had the most delicious sex, and she is unapologetic about it. And I was like, and there's like androgynous people in there. And I was just like, oh my God, like, wow, I want that. And so that just like furthered my interest into that whole realm. So like fast forward a little bit later, I got into Rocky Horror Picture Show. And
I know.
And yeah, and so I started shadow casting as Frankenfurter, who's like, I'm actually doing another Frankenfurter act this Thursday at Woodland Pride. They're having drag bingo.
Okay, I've been meaning to I literally want to go and see you so bad. Like, I'm just like, I gotta seriously make time. When do you go and do this? Because so I have, my off days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and like half of Thursday. So I'm just like, when do you do it on like the weekends only?
It depends.
Okay.
So like I'm performing this Thursday night. It's gonna be from like 5 to 7 or 6 to 8 or something like that.
6 to 8. Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm co-hosting a drag bingo thing, and I'm gonna do a Frankenfurter number.
Yes. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Oh, yeah. I've already seen your like Instagram, and I'm like, that's literally you just getting what was it? The picture? Were you on the pole? That was you on the pole with the like horns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that was wonderful. I fucking
thank you.
Oh my God, I was like, wait, you really get down. I was like, I have to go see you. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. So you teach people how to do the dances, and like, do you do like one-on-one, like face-to-face, or is it over like FaceTime, something like this? Or
yeah, right now. So like I taught at a studio for a while. So like the festival that was doing Rocky Horror, they would also have like burlesque shows, and I'm actually doing their burlesque show on October 30th. So I'll write that in the thing.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's Scream Queens Gorlesque. But yeah, performing with at like the horror festivals was how I started doing burlesque. And so I'm like typing it in. And I was in a troupe for a while, and I taught at a studio for a while, and now I'm like totally solo. And so
that's pretty fucking courageous and like bold and ballsy and hot. Like, I just want you to know, like, I love people who just fucking go after whatever it is. Just like, can I do it? Kind of, no, yeah, you sure the fuck can, and you do it wonderful. And I really honestly want to go see you. Like, I keep like when I see your pictures, I'm just like, I gotta go see Dabby, long legs, and yes, that fucking shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Thank you. Sorry about your question earlier. Yeah, so right now, like if people are like vaxxed and masked, then I'm down to do in person, but Zoom is a little bit more accessible.
Yeah.
I do have a pole in my dance room, so like if people want like a vaxxed and masked like one-on-one pole dance lesson, I offer like beginner pole lessons and like more of like the kind of like OG like strip club moves and stuff, because I have some experience with that too, and so yeah.
That's fucking sick, honestly. Like that's pretty fucking badass, honestly.
Thank you.
I can't even tell you like what was it? Long drawn story, I'm gonna have a sex dungeon in my house. Obviously, my house is like a personal own little sex dungeon all on its own. It's like something like just like, you know, but it's just like I want like exactly like the pole, the fucking bed with the shit and the whips and like all that thing, and then it's like a part like, and then a part of me's like, maybe I should like Airbnb that bitch out too sometimes when I'm not like using it. I'm just like, hey, you guys like get full access to a fucking red room. Like get your fuck on.
Yes.
Like, with like the fucking sheet over the bed, so that way in case we got squirters in the house. Are you a what was it oh yeah, because what was it that for me, I like personally, I am a squirter. Like I remember the first time I fucking squirted, I felt terrible for the person because I fucked up their bed bad. I was like, ooh, this is a first. And I feel bad even like thinking about it. I'm like, ooh. After literally done fucking, I was like, I'm Christine. I'm so sorry. Like I just fucking squirted all over your fucking bed.
I'm high-fiving you right now.
Man, but it was so unexpected. Like I was like in this like position where I was like, okay, like I've been in this position before, not a big fucking deal. But no, that like when it went in, it was like fucking Splash Mountain. I remember just like, oh my god, and then he just kept going. He's just like fuck it.
Oh my god.
Like, are you sure? As he's fucking like, splashing all over the place. I'm like, I need to hydrate right now. This needs to happen, or else.
Oh my god. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like when people ask me, they're like, oh, do you want to like can I like make you squirt? It's like you totally can make me squirt. You just gotta angle me in like a certain position, because trust me, I can feel that shit go down my butt crack. If like, because like sometimes it'll be like a little light squirt, or like sometimes it's like full throttle. Like there was some time like I got squirt stories for days, but I'm just like, I don't even know when it's happening. It just happens. Like I'm like, you get me in a good position, the floodgates are on. The shower is on.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
That is glorious.
Where is your most scariest sex place that you've been to? Like where you fucked, like have you ever fucked in a cemetery? Have you ever fucked in like a haunted house?
Oh man, I'm like scariest. Okay. I guess like, yeah, so there's the I'm like, do I say the location? There's
that would be awesome. I mean, as long as you don't name names and it's fine, but it's just like the location
here, right in the concrete. There are these train tracks that go on like a bridge like over the freeway, and and I did it like overlooking traffic, and and like just it was nighttime, but like also like just for funsies, I also like flashed traffic too. I was like, you know what? I'm already up here. I already like am getting it. So why don't I just hey traffic? There were no accidents. Yes. So
did anyone honk at least? And they're like, wait, is it?
No one honked, and I'm a little disappointed because I'm like
if they honk, at least you know that they've seen you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know if because I mean like when I like drive under that bridge, I'm like, somebody totally could have seen. They would have had to look up, but they could have seen.
Oh, I would have totally honked. I would have been like, yeah, you get it. You get it. Like, get it good, too.
What about you? Where's the scariest place?
Okay, so let me see. The scariest place I want to say that I've ever had fun little intercourse. Honestly, I don't really... Do I have the scary place? Because, like, I want to say the scariest thing that has happened during intercourse was... Actually, give me 1 second. Okay, I was... was actually in my apartment, and this was during like the riots and everything. Like the riots were happening, and people were out and just fucking up the downtown area. You could hear the gunshots, you can hear the like everything. Literally fucking. Okay, I'm like mid fucking. All of a sudden, fucking hear pop, 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 pop. Literally, I'm mid fucked. Like, and then boom, 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 and then I'm like, whoa. So like, I roll out, and I'm like, oh god, we gotta roll for our lives right now. I'm like, oh god, because I was like, I don't want to get shot at here. That was the most scariest. Like, I would say for me, that was scary. Like, I'm just like, I don't think I've ever had sex in like a scary place where I'm just like, I don't want to have sex here, or like a cemetery, or like a haunted house. But like, I would say that was my most scariest fucking time.
That is scary. Like, that's startling.
Hell yeah!
In like an unpleasant kind of way.
You're like feeling it, you're like riding it, you're like, fuck yeah, like get that dick. And then you're just like, boom, boom, boom. You're like, oh, shit. Roll.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh god, that for me was like the worst. Other than that, like nothing like too crazy or like shenanigans.
Got it. Mm-hmm. Okay, that like reminded me of something. So like guns, dick, sex. I went to
gun, sex, and rock and roll.
I went to Folsom Street Fair, and there was this brand called Make Love, and they had like vibrators that are like, it's like a gun handle, but then a dick at the end, and it vibrates, and I'm like, pew pew pew, like weapon of choice.
I was actually telling one of my best friends about you, and I was like, you may bump into Daddy Longlegs over there, because he went to Folsom Street Fair, and I was like, go to this booth, or like go here. I was like, see if you could see them or anything.
Yeah.
But he went there. He finally like got enough balls to just be like, go and explore and do all the like fun little shenanigans. So I'm very proud of my friend for doing that. Oh, but next year it's definitely being a thing. Do you always go to Folsom Street Fair?
That was actually my first time going.
Oh my god, you popped your cherry. Oh, I'm gonna pop mine so hard next year. It's gonna bleed good. So it's gonna push red blood. It's gonna be so hot. Oh, I'm so excited. I already have the outfit in my brain. It was so funny because my friends like, why would you be naked in front of me? Why the fuck not? Don't act like you haven't seen a fucking set of titties and a fucking pussy, let alone an ass. Okay?
Right.
Like, he's like, but you're my friend. I'm like, I know, which makes it even like funner because it's just like, I don't want to fuck you. You don't want to fuck me. We're just going to have a fucking good ass time. You're gonna see the same shit out there. I shouldn't have to fucking try and cover myself up. You've seen all the same shit. It's just my shit. That's the only thing.
Exactly. And it's a bonding experience. Like,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I went, I was like, well, I've seen everything at this point. You know, it's like people are like publicly masturbating, and like there's some people just straight up naked. And so it's
I cannot wait, honestly. Like, I'm going to I almost want to wear like, because I don't wear panties. I'm a pantyless individual. Do you wear panties or no panties?
I do. It's funny though, because today I was listening to that podcast, We're Having Gay Sex, and they were talking about that. They were talking about like, oh, are you someone who like goes without panties because like that's your thing, or like because it's laundry day and you just don't have any?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never like I'll go commando with like PJs, but I've never done that with like daytime clothes.
Oh no, so, I just did it last year, literally. Yeah. Like, I was like, why do I have to conform to wearing panties? Like, why is panties even a thing? Like, you're gonna wear, like, it's just like, in my head, I'm just like, I don't even wear the same clothes over again anyways. So I'm just like, it's like an extra piece of cloth that is just, for me at least, I just don't care for it. So last year I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm a tittyless person, like where I'm like, I don't wear a bra. I'm a bra-free, like, free the titty type of chick. I've gotten so much fucking shit for it, too. I remember, like, when I would be, like, out even in public. People are looking at my nipples. I'm like, I'm right here. But if you want to look it down here, it's all good. They're sexy, huh? Okay, keep looking because they're not going to be this sexy forever. So I'm just like, whatever. After a while, I just got over it. I was just like, you know what? Yeah. People are going to like have this weird stigma of like a woman being like, you know, like there are men that have, you know, bigger titties than I do. And I'm just like, how is it okay for you to go braless and like you have bigger titties than I do? And you know, mine are smaller and
The
they're,
AC
you know, they're
kicks
cute.
on.
Like, they're nice and perky. Okay, I'm just like,
Yeah.
why can't I walk around with, you know, topless as well too? That's just me. Like in my head, I'm just like, why can't we just walk around naked if we want to or not? I just don't see. It's just like we come out that way. It's just whatever.
That always like bewildered me. Like I'd be in school like getting yelled at because of a bra strap showing, but then like, you know, the AC comes on and like my male teachers, like their nipples are showing through their shirt and nobody's losing their shit about it. So like,
yeah, they're hairy fucking nipples. I know. I'm like, no. I see those. Your hair's coming out of your damn shirt. Okay, I see you playing peekaboo with me right now. No,
oh
but
my God.
in my personal opinion, I definitely feel like if like a woman shouldn't be like where if we want to be like not wear a bra, we shouldn't have to fucking wear a bra. Like I'll wear a bra literally just to feel sexy, not even to just be like I just want to cover up my titties and like
The
oh my God,
decoration.
it really is just decoration for my body. Like I'm like, damn, babe, you fine. Okay, let's go, let's party, let's go. Like, cause I seduce myself with my mirrors. I have tall mirrors, super tall that like almost reach the ceilings. I got 3 of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I love
7.
that.
I got like 7 mirrors in this fucking bitch, and it's a studio.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my room is the living room. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
So I'm like,
love
yeah,
that.
I'll seduce the fuck out of myself. I'm just like, oh my God, you're so fucking hot. I'm just like,
As you should.
I'm like,
That's
why
nice.
people should do it. It's like a confidence booster. It's just like it's like if someone's not gonna do it for you, because people are not gonna like all the time do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like do it yourself. Like when you're looking at yourself, you're just like fuck, holy shit, like damn, let's go, okay. Like, do you ever taste yourself? Like I actually genuinely like tasting myself.
Like, so when you brought up like seducing yourself, like that's like a big thing that I teach in my burlesque class. And something that I noticed is like since quarantine and I've like stopped wearing makeup and I've been like embracing my masculinity more, there are so many more times. Like, so I used to wear like a full face of makeup and like, and I love makeup as like an art form and stuff. But now it's like, I look in the mirror and I'm just like, damn, you are so fucking hot. And I never used to do that. And like I'll like flex. Like I love like flexing and just like being like, and like that just makes me feel hot. And yeah, the tasting the self thing, it's like
why not, right? It's just like if you don't like the way you taste, how do you expect somebody else to like go down on you? Unless there are those people who do not like being like done to like get down. I know I actually have friends who personally just genuinely do not like oral play, like period. Like they don't like their cocks being sucked or they don't like their pussies being licked. And I'm just like, and what's even more interesting is the friends that I know, they both are that way and they married each other. I'm like, seriously, the universe picked you guys and matched you up so fucking perfectly. Because I remember they weren't even together. They were just friends, whatever. And then like they became like a thing where they like actually like got into each other and like, and then I remember asking them.
Got into each other.
I'm like, what are you guys into? Like, you know, what is the shit you guys like? And then she was like, oh, I don't like my, like, I remember asking her specifically, like, do you like your pussy being eaten? And she was just like, no. I'm just like, really? Like, that is interesting. Like, tell me more. Like, I really want to know.
Yeah.
I got you to say no to that. Like, I just want to know the why to the no. And her explanation was that she just didn't like the feeling. Like, it almost was just like she loves the penetration, obviously. But she won't masturbate either. So I was just like, maybe it's just a thing where it's just like a self-love kind of thing where I'm just like, but then with him, the reason why he said he doesn't like being getting his cock sucked is because he had a lot of people biting on his dick. Don't bite the dick, people. Use your lips. Or cover it. Or put gummies in your mouth or something or get real creative. Okay? Because men, unless you get the freaky kind, which trust me, I get some freaky kind. When I've sucked that dick and then I bite it. I'm like, ooh! I will bite that dick so good. Yes! Give me that fucking dick. Or like even with like pussies, like I like fucking like, you know, I'm actually a fan of like the lips, you know, like the curtains, the lettuce, the whatever people want to.
I'm like going like this. It's like yes, like you gotta pull on the curtains. You gotta give them a nice little tug.
Oh God!
I mean, it makes sense. It's like
just like it's like a butterfly, you know. You're just like, look at that beautiful butterfly. Just flutter right here, just right here. Yeah, just give it to me good. I fucking love it. Like, there's just like, I remember that was actually a huge thing as like a kid. I remember being a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
People fucking were talking so much shit about like women that had like long lips or whatever. And I was just like, oh, because I'm actually one of those I'm one of those women. I am not ashamed of my pussy. I fucking love her. Yes, I have curtains, and I fucking love my curtains. Okay, people, and you should be in love with that fucking pussy with the curtains.
Yes.
Okay, but what was it? I remember they were saying like, oh, like a woman that has that is like a whore.
I hate that shit so
I've
much.
never even had sex before. You're calling me a whore.
Dude.
I'm a teenager, so in my head I'm thinking like, you guys really fucking think this way? I haven't even fucked anyone. And what?
Oh my god.
What? And then
Makes
all of a sudden I start fucking people, and then I'm just like, ooh, this actually feels really good. I'm like, okay, maybe I will be a whore for just a little bit. I'm like, you know what?
It's like more nerve endings for me and my long curtains. Like,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
No, I hate that shit so much. Like, I remember hearing that in middle school too, and being like some white boys were like, oh, apparently this girl has protruding lips, and I'm like, they're supposed to do, like, clearly you have never seen an aroused labia.
Are you jealous that you don't have some yourself? I have more pleasure in my little curtains than you do in yours. So.
Right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is.
No.
I was gonna say, okay. When you brought up like the curtains and like eating pussy and oral sex, it reminded me of this time I got a lap dance, and oh my god, I miss going to strip clubs so much.
We gotta go to one together, please. I love strip clubs so much.
Me
I
too.
vouch for strippers. I vouch for them. Like, I'm just like, I love the entertainment. I just love the sexiness. I just love when I go there, the men that I go with are so fucking jealous because they're just like, how do the women come up to you? I'm like,
because I'm paying them, motherfucker.
Yeah, and I have confidence. Like, I'm here to literally, I'm up front like a fucking kid in a candy store, just like yes, please. Me.
Oh my god, same.
I'm just so drawn into those. Women are just so fucking sexy. It's just the body, the everything. They're just so like ladylike. It's just like it's just like fuck. I just love it. Just like give it to me, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but this stripper did this move where like she like put her head like on my crotch, and I was wearing these jeans that were like really fitted, and she put her mouth like right on my crotch and went, and I was like, ah!
Oh my, that is fucking fantastic. Was she do that with like out like with everyone there watching also, or was this like?
Yeah, like we're in like a VIP like booth thing, so it's like you could like sort of see people like getting their dances like over your shoulder. But yeah, I was
damn. The one which one would you say like in your personal opinion is like a really good strip club? In mine, like the women that I like going to, because I've been to tropical whatever the fucking one over here. I didn't really care for that one, and then there was centerfolds though.
Yeah,
I go to centerfolds when I want to see like. Some okay.
So like I worked at Pure Gold for a minute, and like I love centerfolds. Like that's one of my go-tos. Some of my friends work there. I won an amateur night there a couple times. Yeah, and then another one. So it used to be Club Fantasy, but 851 Richards. I worked there too after they like renovated.
Yeah,
and it is like gorgeous inside. Like it is so gorgeous inside. It's like you. like black leather seats, so like that's like my aesthetic, like black leather seats all the way around, and like these cool like mirror pillars, and like this giant like oval stage with like a fog machine, and it's just like it's so pretty in there.
Which one's that one called? I gotta go to that. Is it open now?
Yeah, it's not even 851 Richards anymore. They changed the name to HQ, but yeah, it's on Richards Boulevard. And it's like gorgeous.
Okay, I definitely, because I pop my French to the same man that went to, what was it, the Folsom Street Fair. I popped his cherry. I'm telling you, I popped that man's cherry so much, it's ridiculous. He's just like, Christine, I keep you around because you just challenged my life, and, like, you, like, encouraged me to do all these, like, fucking cool things that, like, I want to do, but, like, you were like, why not? And then he's just like, you're right, why not? Yeah. I'm doing this shit all by myself. Like, when I'm exploring and doing all these fun things, like, I'll just go just solo. Like, I'm just like, you know, if I don't have anybody to go to, I'm not gonna just fucking not go just because no one fucking going. Yeah. I'm like, I go anyway. So I just wanted to invite you just to see if you wanted to go. I like your spirit. I'm very much the same way. Like, it's like I love to go to things like that with a friend and whatnot, but like I've totally gone to like play parties by myself and like have had a great time. And there's something hot about like being a stranger in those sorts of things, being like, nobody knows me and I don't know anyone, and like, ooh, I'm like playing with this hot stranger, and like, ooh, so fun. So hot. It is, honestly. I'm actually getting him to like get more like courage to like go up to women and talk to them and just have like fun and just kind of go from there. So I'm excited to kind of like see where his journey goes, because I can see him like opening up a lot more. And that was actually the gentleman that I went on Instagram Live with, was it 2 weeks ago, where I was doing, but no, definitely love the strip club. I'm definitely gonna go to see the HQ, right, is what it's called. Okay, perfect. It's going down. I'm super excited about that. But are you into BDSM play? Yeah, so gosh, like in the pre-COVID times, I would perform at like the Citadel at Bent. And so I love doing that because it's like, okay, I'm getting paid to perform, but then I'm also getting like a free ticket into this event. And then a bunch of people already like kind of know me because they just watched me perform and they want to come up and like talk to me. And so like, yeah, I had a lot of good experiences at those. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, no, you're totally fine. My connect, but it's all good, love. It's totally fine. Yeah, but like I love going to like play parties and stuff, and I'm not like an expert in like any specific thing. I just, to me, like kink and like sex, it's like a buffet. It's just like there's so many options, and I just like to be like, ooh, that looks fun, I want to bite of that, and that looks fun, I want to bite of that, and like that looks a little freaky, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but like I just want to like try it once to say that I did, and if I hate it, that's fine. You and me are literally two peas in the same fucking pot, and I'm so grateful that you said yes to coming on fucking Instagram Live, because literally what you just said is what I fucking do. I've been, with that mentality, I've been a part of orgies, threesomes, BDSM, whatever. Oh, I'm just like, you know what, why the fuck not? Like, I'm gonna die being a very happy person, just being like, if I don't know until I know. So, like, if I'm questioning it, good. I'm glad I'm questioning it. Oh, that's my dog. Hey, Abba. Hey, doggy. That's my dog. He's, I know. Come here. Come. What a cutie. Here, I'll introduce him. Come. I see the dog. Like, he was sleeping. The baby. Come. I know. He's actually a Pomeranian. He's from Korea. I love Oh my god. Oh my god. Come here, it's okay. Oh, just. I know. My one of my best friends. She's about to come in right now. Hold on. And that's why he's freaking out, because he loves her. He hears me barking. I'm doing it. Or you can sit over there. Oh shit. There, I had a poem mix. Audience over here. Oh my goodness, my baby Boo Bears. They're so cute. I know, that's my baby. Okay, so his name is Rocky Balboa, and he's the love of my life. That's my king. That's my everything. And he's very spoiled dog. So he's. My sister even told me, she was like, "Oh, he was supposed to die like 2 years ago." I was like, "Don't you dare tell me that." And I was like, well, I guess it's a good thing, because he's living off of love, because he's gonna live 5 more fucking years. So get over it. Yeah. I had a Pomeranian mix for 15 years, and like I have a soft spot for them forever. Like they're just so cute. And he's my first love. Like he's my first like like pet, my baby, my everything, and I'm just like, oh my god,
fur baby.
Yeah, definitely 100%. But what was it? I'm definitely into BDSM. Like I am like I remember when I started doing it, like I was just so drawn to like the there's so much communication where like when you're dealing with people who actually know how to fucking do that shit. Like there's so much. That's what I respect about it. Like because when you're just like kind of like fucking, you're just fucking somebody. Like there's no like. I mean, you do get consent because the person's like, yeah, you know, I want to fucking do it. But like when you're doing BDSM, you're like asking them a whole list of series of things of like, this, like, what is this? Like, do you got to give me a safe word so that I know not to go so hard or not to, you know, if you want more, let me fucking give you more. You know, like I remember the first time I fucking did it, I did not know that I could literally get wet off of just no kissing, no hugging, no touching, just like completely just invested in just like the amount of like excitement that comes out of somebody from when you're giving them that type of pleasure. Yes, people are like, it's pain, why would you like it? Because it's pleasurable pain. It's just like a fucking man dicking you down, you know? It's just like, you're like, fucking, it's so damn good. You know, it's just like, yeah, give me that fucking dick. Or like, when you're being finger banged, you know, you're just like, or whatever it is. It's just like, it's like that, but it's just obviously with tools, your hands, you know? Like, I'm obsessed with the slap. I'm obsessed. Like, like the noise. Like, I am a really, really good slapper. Like, I'm just like, woo! I'm into the fucking, like, when I see it, just like, immediately, like, I'm just getting chills just thinking about it. Like, I just fucking go for it and just smack, and I just like, it's like I see it in slow motion.
It's so satisfying.
I don't even need slow motion. I fucking feel it. I'm just like, yes. And then, like, I want more, or whatever it is. I haven't done that in a long time, though, because there are some people that just really genuinely aren't. Like, you get, like, a good chunk of people, like, that are just not into it. So I even asked them, like, my last person, which I call a lot of people that I just kind of swing with, that are just kind of like, nothing, like, serious. It's just more, like, just friendly, just, like, hey, you know, like, I call them my lovers. So I'm just like, oh. So, like, one of my lovers, actually, this was in Wisconsin. That was the last time I did something that was, like, BDSM. Where we were doing like a type of play. I remember he was just like, oh, I've never done that before. I'm just like, well, are you willing to try? You know, like we'll go as slow as you want, we'll go as fast as you want. You just what it is that you desire. And I'm just in my head, I'm just thinking, I just want to bend you over right now and just fucking smack you. Like right now. I just want to just want to give it to you good. And it's so sexy dressing. Like the dressing up part, I think like because you're already seducing yourself before you're seducing someone else.
Oh fuck yeah!
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, you put on putting on the outfit like is part of the foreplay for yourself.
Oh god, it's so hot. Oh god. Yeah. When I'm putting on, it's almost like you're like transformed. Like you can feel yourself just like being like this, just like fucking sex mistress goddess, where you're just like, I am going to literally like we're just gonna have so much fucking pleasure. Like it's just gonna be so fucking it's like, oh, let's get into
so
this
hard.
Shit. I love the high heels. But what was the last time that you would say you did it? Mine was about like 2 years ago. That was
I mean, my partner is a kung fu instructor, and so I've like learned how to like slap, like how to actually properly slap, and it's a technique called wet palms. So it's like you don't want your hands to be like
oh god, that's so awesome. Okay, yes.
So now like I know how to like properly do like spankings and stuff like that, and he's really good at like shoving people. Or like one time he just went boop, like he didn't like do a bunch of force or like anything, just boop, and I went flying up into the air and landed on the bed, and I was just like, what?
Oh my gosh. Wait, so you said a kung fu instructor?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty fucking badass, honestly.
And like before we became like a couple, like I went to some of his kung fu lessons, and like whenever he would get like hit or like he would like grab the shoulder and like jerk me or be like, okay, I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna choke you, and I'd just be like,
oh yes. I love it. Oh, how long have you and your boo bear been together for?
we so it's funny because like we started doing Rocky Horror Picture Show together, and so like at the beginning of 2020 we got a house. It was just like, oh cool, artsy roommate friend, and then the pandemic happened, and then I was like, oh no, darn, I'm stuck in a house with a hot person.
Oh yes. That
And then, yeah.
awesome. I love that you said that. Man, what a terrible situation you got in. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know.
I was like, it would be messed up if we didn't, right?
Yeah,
like, what a waste of time.
We're doing each other a favor. It's like a thank you to each other's fucking body. You know, it's just like, for two hot people not to fuck. Come on.
And you know, we're keeping each other safe because we're not going out in the pandemic, so we're just
I know, I love it. That's fucking awesome. Oh, well that's what's your partner's name?
His name's Matt. And yeah, and it's nice too because like I'm also like polyamorous or like non-monogamous. I don't know what term is better.
Please
and
explain more for the audience so that they understand, because I remember actually explaining this to somebody and they're like, polyamorous or, you know, non-monogamy. It's just like, yeah, people, it's a real thing. Like I remember a family member literally just like totally shitting on the entire idea. I'm like, you understand, like there's a whole world out there, and like for you to think that it's like this, it's like saying that the stars aren't real. Like
there's only vanilla ice cream.
No, bitch. There's cherry ice cream. There's fucking
there's toppings.
We just got two other fucking cool ass flavored ice creams.
With cream.
It's gonna be so much fun later.
Yeah.
What was it? So yes, explain the polyamorous. Because I actually have two friends that are literally the same exact way. And for me, I'm like, I'm all supportive. I'm just like, you know, as long as you guys are safe about it and having fun, I'm like, do you boo?
Yeah, like for me, it's just like because like I realized that I was like pansexual a little bit later in life. Like I was in a really committed relationship at the time when I realized that, and just like not being able to like explore that made me feel dead inside. Like the partner that I had at the time, like I just realized that like he wasn't okay with it, and I was just like, if I stay with this guy, like I'm never gonna be able to like eat pussy or scissors.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And so and so like with my current partner, I'm just like, look, like I'm attracted to multiple genders, and it's like, you know, it's basically just like I'm allowed to pursue that with other people just as long as we like communicate and like practice honesty.
So
like
fucking important, yes.
That's really all it is. It's just like, oh, like, you know, like I think that this person's attractive. Like you know, like how do you feel about me like pursuing things? And that's really just it. And so unfortunately, because of like COVID and stuff, it's like I'm not getting like the queer outlets that I usually have, like going to gay bars and making out with other queers, or like going to play parties and like playing with strangers. But
oh god,
I miss that shit.
Honestly, I would literally intentionally, like, oh my god, I would intentionally go to the gay bars just to make out with the women, because I'm just like a man. No offense to men out there. No offense to the men out there. Okay, don't think I'm against you guys, because I love you too. Okay, I love the dick, but there is just something about just making out with a woman. Like, oh my god, it's just like
it's hot. Like the first time, like. Yeah, like the first time I like ever like kissed a girl or like did anything with a lady, I was just like, oh, like this is why you live. Like no wonder the church didn't want me to know about this.
Because it's so fucking pleasurable. It's like
so good.
It's like, you fucking like eating pussy too, right? Why can't I do it? That's like, that would be my argument. Like if a man's over here like, you're not allowed to eat pussy. Well, neither are you then, you fucking asshole. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You like eating it, right? If I told you to start sucking dick, would you want to do it? No. So then why can't I? Okay?
Yeah.
I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want.
And it's like, I'm probably better at it than you, man.
Right there, yes. Yes. Oh my God, that's fucking amazing. Okay, I'm actually so glad this conversation is being brought up. Okay, so the first time so obviously, we're all gonna question our sexuality one point or another, okay? Especially, like, at a younger age. Like, you start learning, unless you, like, start suppressing that shit. But I remember looking at magazines, being in movies, whatever, and just, like, don't get me wrong, like, I was very interested in the men, but I was also just as interested in the women as well, too.
Same. Like, repress that.
Like, what does this mean? Like, does this mean I'm bi? What does this mean? So I'm actually pansexual as well, too.
Yay!
Yay! I don't go off of, obviously, just so the people understand, like, it's not off of, like, it's just really off of just how someone makes you feel. Like, I don't really give a fuck what your gender is, what you classify yourself under. You make me feel good, baby, boo bear, you best believe mama's gonna make you feel good, too, okay? And I don't care
so
what
cute.
it is
I love that.
I'm just like, let's go, let's have some fun. No need to be ashamed about whatever it is, like, let's just communicate. Let's just, like, get our fuck on and, like, make it something eventful. You know, I
get our fuck on.
Exactly. Let's just make it sex fun, you know, because that's what it should be. It shouldn't be something where it's just like, oh my God, I'm, like, you know, getting fucked right now. And it's just like, you know, you're just kind of like the ceiling, like, oh yeah, this is happening. Because I know I've had sex like that too. Like, that was in my younger, where I was just like, I'm not doing it, you know. But when I had sex for the first time with a woman, it was actually in a threesome.
Ooh.
And it was the best threesome I ever fucking had in my life. And what was it? It was with a man and a woman, obviously. And one of my friends actually invited me to the house. Now, it was not even a thought that was even gonna happen. I was just getting off of work, and I was already gonna hang out with my friend anyways. And then he was like last minute, as soon as I show up, he's just like, oh, just so you know, like, I have somebody here. And then I'm just like, that's fine. I'm like, I don't care. Like, but he's like, oh, but she's, like, half naked. I was like, dude, I literally have all the same parts she does. She's just her, and I'm just me. It's nothing I haven't seen. I fucking wash my body, and I look at my fucking parts all the damn time. Like, it's nothing I haven't seen before. Obviously, I haven't seen it on her. I don't know what hers looks like, but I don't mind. Yeah. So went inside the building, whatever, was just chit-chatting. Because he told me she was half naked, so I'm expecting a half-naked fucking woman sitting on the couch. Go inside? No. She put on a shirt, and me being me, oh my, I'm a powerhouse, okay, party people. I just want you to know. I'm going to let you know exactly what's going on in his head. As soon as I seen her, literally, and I seen the white t-shirt, because he told me she was half naked, I said, what are you doing with that t-shirt on? You don't have to wear that. Like, you can be exactly the way that you were. And then she was just like, and then I was like, when you're comfortable, literally, verbatim, when you're comfortable, go ahead and take it off. But I'm just letting you know. Oh my God. I'm just here as a guest. Like, this is obviously not my home, but I just want you to obviously feel welcome with me being here. I'm not intimidated by you, like, at all. Like, you guys, because obviously they were, like, fuck partners. They were fucking. And I was also fucking the same man as well, too. So for me, it wasn't a big deal. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, let's just have fun. So I'm just like, okay. Not planned at all. Later, whatever, they're doing homework. That's why she was there. Because they were doing homework. We all went to the same college together. Okay, cool. I know. So long story short, there you go. We all went to the same college. They were doing actually homework. She just wanted to be sexy. I would do the same thing, too. Okay, let's go. But I just got off work, so I was just like, let's just go. Let's just do this. And then I thought it was just going to be him and me, and we were just going to, like, have our little fun, and then I was just going to go back home. No, not at all. We were watching TV, got high as fuck. High. Like, I'm a one, like, hit wonder. Literally, I just need one puff of, like, marijuana, weed, ganja, fucking Mary Jane, whatever you want to call her. I'm like, I hit one hit, and, like, I'm like, I'll take it deep, and I'm like, I'm hot, period, end of discussion. Like, I don't need to take 2 more puffs, 3, 5 more, like, I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna coast on this for a long time. watching TV. I'm sitting there just watching whatever they're doing, homework behind me. Okay, it was like I feel like this shit was even set up. I'm like, even after I was like, did you set this shit up, you motherfucker?
Oh
I'm
my
sitting
God.
there, whatever. She comes up to me. Literally, she comes up behind me and she grabs me like this. She just comes up and she does this. And I was like, I turned like this and I was like, are you sure you want to do this? And then, because I didn't want it to be where he was forcing her to do something, you know, like if he's like, oh, hey, go touch her.
Yeah,
You know,
no.
I'm high as fuck, so I'm in my head. Like, I'm in my head. Like, I'm like, boom, locked into the TV. And I'm like, letting them just do their shit. Then I was like, you really want to do this? She backed up. Like, she backed up right next to him. And then I was like, you really want it? She was like, yes, I do. And because I was looking at her, I don't fucking want him, whatever. Like, I don't I need your permission. Because I already know where his head is at. I need to know where you're at because I'm going to be fucking with you. Like, you are what I want. And that was my first intercourse with a woman. I'm telling you right now, baby, we made fucking love. And that was the first best sex ever. When I had this sex with a man for the first time, yeah. No offense, like I said to men, it was terrible. Like, I had the worst first sex with a man. Like, I'm just like, oh God, I would not recommend that to anybody. But when I had sex with a woman for the first time, I was so grateful that she just let me go ham on that body, on that pussy, on that asshole, on her titties, on her whatever. God. I was so just like, I was just like, I was literally like, and I was high, so I was in her, like I was melting. You're like in her body. I didn't know how to make a woman come. Like, I'm just like, this is my first time too. Like, I'm just like, so what I remember, like, she was bent over and she's sucking his dick. And like, I'm like literally fingering her from behind and I'm playing with her clit at the same time. And I'm just like I'm just doing what I would want done to me. You know, like, right? If I'm in a threesome, like, I'm in a threesome. Like, we're fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going. So I remember doing that to her and I remember just her moaning. I'm just like, damn, this is so fucking hot. I'm just being like, okay, the G-spot's right there. I'm like, okay, I can feel it. I'm rubbing her fucking G-spot. Her fucking pussy was like thanking me. All of a sudden, she fucking starts coming. I'm like, literally hot, heavy. I'm like, and I remember as she was coming, I'm like, she's coming like while I'm fingering her, and she's sucking his fucking dick. As she was coming, I felt it. Like, I'm like, just so you know, party people, you want to know the fakers of the world. If their pussy is not clenching on your fingers, on your dick, on your tongue, that person did not fucking come, okay? People are like, how do you know if the woman came? How do you know? Trust me. Read body language. I do it for a living. You fucking feel that shit clenching onto you. Go ahead, sit over there, my love. And my other best friend just came in. And I remember scratching her back and just like, as she was coming, just being like, oh my God, like, this is fucking hot. And she even was better. Tensed, was just like, holy shit. But yeah, no, that was my first experience with a woman. It was the best. I remember ever since then, like, I was just like, shit. I'm in heaven. Like, holy moly. That's so hot. Oh yeah, trust me. When I was in it, and I remember the next morning we woke up because like I was so grateful that he walked away and came back and like, you know, vice versa, whatever. And like he let us have our moments, which was amazing. I still kept kissing her, caressing her body, touching her, you know, doing all this other stuff. And the next day we woke up and I remember waking up kissing her, and I was just like, did you have fun last night? Like, did you really like it? And she was just like, oh my God. And then because his name's actually Matt too. Oh my God. He was like, what was it? He was like, oh, he asked her, did you like it? Oh yeah, also, this is about to close out on us. So if you want to like hop back on again, I'm totally down. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I'm having fun. Yeah, I'm gonna log us out right now. Okay. So you guys know we're gonna come back. This is juicy ass conversation. It's so juicy. We're having so much fun, and I appreciate you, my party people, for joining in. We'll be right back. Okay, we'll be right back.